Hello everybody, it's Bree again, the dietitian from Warren County Health. As promised, we are going to go over portion sizes now. So hopefully we watched that plate video and now we're looking for a little bit more clarification as to how our portions should look. So ideally, measuring cups, measuring spoons are going to allow you to be a little bit more accurate. But when we're on the go, when we're eating out, we're not going to be able to do that. So one of the methods I'm actually going to give you actually is going to be kind of related to your hand. People with bigger hands need a little bit bigger portions. So this is a pretty good visual for how your portions should look. So when it comes to our starches, so our rice, our fruits, these would be more of our starchy vegetables rather than non-starchy. Non-starchy vegetables are unlimited, okay? That would be about a fist in size, would be 1 cup, okay? So with each meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, we are allotted about 1 cup or about ½ cup of starches with snacks, okay? So if we were to relate to ½ cup, that would look at about just the knuckle size. Okay, so rices and pastas would also fall into that category. All right, maybe some sort of kind or granola bar as well. Okay, protein, we talked about that being a huge focus of ours. So a palm size is going to be about 3 to 4 ounces. Okay, if we come to about mid finger, that's going to be a little closer to 6 ounces. So ladies that are struggling, or even men that are struggling with iron or protein needs, we may want to go closer to that 6 ounces. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right. We should be having probably at least 1 of these a day, maybe even 2 in terms of if you want meat sources, if you do prefer a plant-based diet, I do highly recommend you come see me to make sure that we are getting the nutrients that we need and the protein that we need. Okay, when it comes to butter or mayonnaise, we're going to do about a finger in size compared to about 2 tablespoons, being about a whole thumb. Okay, so peanut butter, things like that. Hard cheeses are going to be about a finger. And again, it says cooked vegetables. I'd say if you want a little more than that, it's not going to hurt you. Okay, again, as long as it's a non-starchy vegetable. And then about a cupped hand when it comes to a handful of nuts, any sort of dried fruit. Okay, dried fruit does have extra sugar, calories, and fat. However, it does have more iron, so there are some benefits to that, especially if you are dealing with issues with gaining weight or with iron. Okay, and you know, some of us way over or underestimate nuts and nut butters and portions, so make sure that we're watching that cupped hand. I think it's really helpful to buy some Ziploc or plastic snack bags to make sure that, you know, we don't get in our head like, oh, I only have a little bit of the bag. If we already buy smaller bags, it makes us feel like we're eating more. So that's always something that's very helpful. So I think this does a really good job of telling you kind of how many calories to expect, what types of food items would go along with those portions. So again, using this as a reference is extremely, extremely helpful. I would say in terms of like your olive oils, things like that, it would go maybe more about here, maybe more to like the middle of the finger, to the tip of the finger would be more of 1 tablespoon. So that's what I would recommend. 2 to 3 servings of some sort of oil throughout the day, whether you're putting oil on your vegetables and cooking those, putting oil on your proteins and cooking those, putting some sort of olive oil on your salads, something like that. So just kind of being aware of that. And again, you're going to balancing that with if we do any sort of nut butters or things like that. If there's any confusion there, definitely come see me. Tracking in MyFitnessPal is also something that I find to be extremely helpful. So if you feel like you need guidance with that, I do like to do that more on an individual basis because the recommendations for you are going to be based on your, you know, individual needs. So if that's something that interests you, I also encourage you to come see me. So that is our section on portion sizes. I hope that cleared some things up for you. Thanks again.